Hello and welcome to Hockey with Ice and a Sunday live stream with some bonus Swedish Hockey League action on the Sunday just before we have the international break next week. It is Malmö Redhawks against Skellefteå. The game has just started. Ooh, just a chance there for Malmö right from the off shot from the blue line. Gets deflected in front and bounced off the ice. Linus Söderström and a Skellefteå net having to grab hold of it. So an early chance for Malmö, but this should be a good game today. If you're watching live, you can get involved via the chat. If I click the right buttons, that is. It doesn't matter how much preparation I do ahead of time with these live streams. I always end up in a bit of a panic. Today's fail was getting myself sorted, getting everything else ready, and then realising that I was wearing a green jumper, which doesn't work very well with a green screen, does it? So, quick change of jumper to start. And then here we go. Okay, this may annoyingly bring through some sound. There we go. Get rid of that. Okay, there we are. Good. Right, so let's just see if the chat is working. As I look through my microphone stand, there we go. So yes, if you're watching live, you can get involved via the chat. But excited to see this one. Malmö at home and in good form, having won their last 3 games. They were in some trouble there down at the bottom. 13th placed Horvier had been catching them up. So they needed to get a few wins on the board, and that's what they've been able to do of late, including a 5-1 win away against Oskarshamn on Thursday night. So they're in good form. Skellefteå are in 4th in the league, one of the best teams in the Swedish Hockey League this season. Of course, they've qualified for the Champions Hockey League final against UNF Servette, which is on Tuesday, February 20th. So not too far away now, but it is SHL all the way in terms of their concentration today. They lost last time out in a shootout on Thursday against Mudu. So it will be looking to get back to winning ways. As per usual, on these live streams, I'll be sort of commentating along, mainly commenting more than commentating. And we'll also go through the results from yesterday because the other 12 teams were all in action on Saturday. I'd normally do a Saturday live stream, but I was at football yesterday afternoon, so I couldn't do that. So we'll catch up on those results during the course of the afternoon. But it is afternoon here. We're just coming up to 2:05 in the afternoon here in the UK. So 2:05, 3 across Europe, including out there in Sweden. So I hope you're having a good weekend and a nice Sunday as we get ready for Malmö to have another chance. That's good play. Freddie Larsson with a good bit of play there on the 4th line. It's a bit of pushing and shoving too. So Malmö have come out a little. Ooh, Berg Paulsen goes down to his arse. Jonathan Pudus knocking him down. So yeah, good aggressive confrontational start from Malmö. They're up against a very good team in Skellefteå. But Malmö, having won 3 in a row and at home, have no reason not to be confident. So get stuck in is my way of looking at it. We shall go through the lineups in short order. Largely the same as last time out. Menus on Skellefteå side. Elias Solomonsson is not in the lineup today, but Axel Sandin Pellikka made his return last time out, so he is in the team. Skellefteå having had a big shake-up of their forward lines a couple of games ago, and it seemed to have done okay for them, so they're sticking with that. Whilst Malmö fairly consistent with how they've been lining up in recent games. And we're about 2.5 minutes into this one. Malmö having 3 shots on target so far. Skellefteå yet to have one. It's Linus Söderström in goal for Skellefteå. And Adam Werner in for Malmö. Werner has been starting a few recently ahead of Daniel Marmeland. So interesting to see how this one goes. Malmö in their traditional red tops, Skellefteå in their traditional yellow outfits, yellow and black. And they're starting off nicely with the second line. They've got the second line out there today. The Jonsson brothers alongside Philip Sundby. Trying to make something happen. Good pressure. The first time Skellefteå really have had much pressure in the Malmö zone so far, but they've not really. They did get a shot on target out of it, but not much more there. Although shot here from Andreas Jonsson, spun around on it and it just went past the post. Not an easy chance, but definitely a chance to put one on target. And he's just going to settle it out there. Dominic Badinka, a young player behind his own net, is going to push it forward. Decent crowd on hand at the Malmö Arena. It's always a little bit deceptive with the Malmö Arena because it is one of the biggest ones in the league. So there's plenty of seats available. And as we can see on the footage now, there's plenty of seats kind of spare, but that doesn't necessarily mean there isn't a good crowd in the arena. So it's a big old battle on the boards. To the right of Lena Söderström goal, down the left your end, and Malmö have come out with it. Shot past the post, that one by Nuti Vitasalo. And now Dylan Sakura can come through for Skellefteå. The puck's going to get away from him, and he was tidied up nicely by the Malmö defence. There's another chance, big chance, oh, big chance by number 24. That was Oscar Lindberg. Wide open, but he couldn't make the most of it, and now Adam Werner is just going to collect it and take it in and try and calm things down. But big chance so far. The biggest chance for Oscar Lindberg was on the boards. Puck came back to Tom Nielsen, pushed it across to Frans Hara. He wheeled it across Lindberg, and oh, actually that's a hell of a save. I am doing both guys a disservice there. Oscar Lindberg did get it on target, and that's a great save by Adam Werner in the Malmö net. All sorts of stuff going on my phone at the moment. Lots of alerts for various bloody things. On a Sunday, it's supposed to be a day of rest. Never mind a day of alerts. Alright, then that's another one that gets flipped in, and Adam Werner will collect it. Ding dong. Was that a ding dong on the game, or was that my doorbell? We'll wait and see. I think it was my doorbell. Apologies if there is someone at my door. But I'm busy watching SHL. I'm busy on the live stream. Get your priorities sorted, please. Sounds like someone trying to put something through my door. Oh well. Right, let's have a go. Okay, so goalless. We're coming up to 6 minutes in, actually. And Skellefteå now have gone ahead on the shots, 5-4. I guess I'd best. And the next, when we get to the power break, I'll run downstairs and see what it was at the door, because I'm not expecting any deliveries, but I think it might have been a delivery, maybe for next door, and they're looking for someone to take in the castled on something, but there we go. Never mind. SHL is more important, right? Yes, sir. We are here on Sunday, the 4th of February. Not a lot of time left in the SHL, really, when you look at it. What are we now? 39 games played for both teams, so just 13 more, including this one. Getting to the business end. Malmö really looking to get themselves properly away from the relegation playoff, which they are doing. Whether they can quite... I mean, they're there and thereabouts, aren't they, in terms of a playoff place? Maybe a bit hopeful for them, but you never know if they go on a run here. Whilst Skellefteå firmly in the top 6, we'd be very surprised if they fell out of it. But you always want to be picking up the points, always want to be picking up wins as and when you can, just to keep the pressure off. And as we look in on the Skellefteå bench, Robert Olsen talking to his assistant Andreas Falk there. And we go out, there's a face-off in the Skellefteå zone, won by Malmö. They just dump it in, but aren't really able to create much from it, and Skellefteå are going to come clear with it. Anton Heikkinen with a chance. Just went past the post there. I'm going to put it together. Oscar Lindberg coming up on the left side, just waiting for a chance, and then it's back to Anton Heikkinen. Max Lindholm, the other member of that top line, now has the puck at the blue line. He puts it across to Oscar Nielsen, back to Lindholm. Dumps it off. Ooh, bit of a miscommunication there. Par Lindholm had come off the bench because there was a delayed penalty. Looks like it's on Mattias Larsson or Lassen. Yes, it is. Ooh, yeah. I don't. Is it a holding call, a slashing call? I'm not sure. It was on Max Lindholm. We're going to see in a moment. But it's a power play unit now out there for Skellefteå. And that is bad news for Malmö, because Skellefteå's power play is the most lethal in the SHL so far this season, 34.78%. Top of the charts in the SHL on their power play. So they've got 2 minutes now to try and make this advantage count. Mattias Lassen in the box. It is for a holding call. We'll see what Skellefteå are able to do in terms of trying to create something here. Oscar Lindberg, Philip Sundberg, Jonathan Pudas. Ooh, here they go. Back to Pudas with a chance. Good save by Adam Werner. Smothered that one nicely, and they're able to get it out of the zone, although Skellefteå are going to be able to come straight back at it through Philip Sundberg. And Pudas keeps it in the zone, flips it across to the left to Ricard Hug. He's going to walk in, tries the shot. Great block. Back to Pudas. He's going to have another chance, another save. Lots of pressure. Pudas keeps it in again. Malmö are out on their feet here, and it's going to be another one, and it goes in. Finally, the pressure told. Oscar Lindberg gets the goal scoring going in this game. The travelling Skellefteå fans waving flags. It is Oscar Lindberg who puts his team 1-0 up. 56 seconds into the power play, and the top power play unit in the SHL gets things going once again. It was just consistent pressure, wave after wave. Malmö unable to get it out of the zone. Pudas 3 times getting the puck at the blue line. A couple of good saves by Adam Werner, but it comes back to Pudas. Gets the shot, and it comes out. Pudas flicks it over to the right, and it comes back over to Oscar Lindberg, and he tucks it home. That is his 12th goal of the season, 25th point of the season. Where's my pencil? There it is. So Oscar Lindberg puts Skellefteå up 1-0. About 11 minutes into this one. So a challenge for Malmö here. What can they do to get back into this? They'd started nicely, putting pressure on Skellefteå, but just the previous couple of minutes before the penalty, Skellefteå really was starting to come back in it and putting them under pressure, so that's told for Skellefteå. They drew the penalty and then made the power play count, which they've done so well all season long. And now Malmö need to regroup. Dylan Sakura chasing down the left, but the puck gets away from him and Malmö are able to get it out of their zone. Maybe this is a chance. Laurie Pahuniemi, I should say. Always get that one wrong. Trying to make something happen on the top line with Frederick Hondermark, Carl Persson. But nothing really doing. And Skellefteå now have an opportunity. Max Lindholm in the corner. Dumps it off to Oscar Lindberg. That top line working well. Måns Forsfjäll trying to work it round. He's not somebody who scores a lot of points, Måns Forsfjäll, but very good defensively. That's a nice bit of play. Adam Werner able to snaffle it. And then that is the power break. Right, as it's a power break, I will quickly run downstairs and see what the knocking on the door was with you in a second. Hopefully nothing too disastrous that I've missed. Okay, we are back. Just showing a replay of Skellefteå's opening goal. Now, it was nothing too disastrous. It was a Green Party candidate, councillor, local councillor, wanting to talk about something or other. There we go. Anyway, never mind. Right, back to the hockey. Back to the important stuff. I should probably put the score somewhere, actually, shouldn't I? Normally, when I do this stuff, it's Jonathan Jonsson and Jonathan Pudis who got the assists on that one. So I just need to update my chart on those. There we go. Righty. We are, let's see, coming up to 8:45 to go in the first period. Skellefteå now outshooting Malmö 10-4. They really have started making their kind of their superiority show. Let's be honest. Let's put it that way. There we go. Let's update the score. Normally, sorry, cut myself off as I was talking. Normally, when I'm doing these, there's like 5 or 6 other games going on at once, and I'm all over the shop. Now I don't really have an excuse for being all over the shop. Just my general way of doing things. Righty. Okay, so 8 minutes to go now in the first period. Malmö looking to settle things back down. I think that's the key. They've been firmly under Lacoste for the last 6-7 minutes. They've conceded the first goal, but that's no disaster. Still a lot of hockey to go. Sometimes you just need to dig in a bit and let the other team get their good spell out of the way. If you only concede 1 goal against Skellefteå on a power play during a very good spell for them, that's not too bad. There we go. Alrighty. Okay. Ricard Hoog coming forward for Skellefteå on the left. He is now on a line with Linus Lindström in the middle and Dylan Sakura. After the line shake around. That is Dylan Sakura taking a shot from, wrist shot from, from quite a way out. There was a pass there, and Malmö have got an opportunity. They're now at the blue line. Put it. Ooh, takes the deflection. It just goes past the post. That was an opportunity for Carl Persson. He was almost found by a long pass. Didn't quite get there, but he was able to beat out the icing. Did a little wrap around and set up a shot at the blue line, which deflected off a Skellefteå player and went wide. But that was encouraging for Malmö. And Malmö now charging up the left. Oh, it's a lovely spin move there. Adam Mattsson trying to create something, but they've lost it. And now Skellefteå are charging at them. Oh, they got back well. Anton Heikkinen for Skellefteå almost had an opportunity there, but the Malmö Redhawks swarmed around him and were able to just push him out wide and mean that he couldn't get a shot off. That could have been dangerous. Malmö ultimately dealt with it well. Second line out there now for Skellefteå. Johnson brothers. And Philip Sundberg. But now Malmö have got a puck and they're trying to make a move. That's a good shot on target. Good save by Linus Söderström. Oh, someone smashed into him. That won't go down well. He looks okay. It's another shot in front. Good save. Good defensive play there as well. It's good defensive play. Jonathan Jonsson, the centre, clearing out the Malmö attacker. I'm not sure who it was, looking through my notes. But a good bit of pressure there from Malmö. 5 minutes to go in the first period. They've just settled the ship a little bit here, which is what they needed to do, and they've done that well. So now it's Carl Persson. Shot goes wide, but good effort. Back to the blue line, gets pumped in there by, I think it was Dominic Badinka. But ultimately unable to do anything, and both teams are going to go on a change. Jonathan Pudas takes a puck from behind his own net. Comes back to Adam Werner, who almost made a bit of a mess of that. And we still haven't really got it under control. And now Skellefteå are stealing it in the Malmö end. That is not good news for them. You don't need to be giving Skellefteå second chances. Arvid Lundberg tried to put it round the balls. It ended up going out the other way. So they've had to come out of the zone. Now they're back in it though. Rikard Hug tried to flick it through, but it deflected up off Olas Mattsson and went over the glass for a whistle. It's a shot by Larry Pahuniemi. I'm wondering if someone has changed the uniform number on the Malmö side, because I thought it was 27. There isn't the 27. Oh, good save, Adam Werner. That was an opportunity. 3 minutes 30 to go. I'll have to push him, but now it's going to break for Malmö, who can come forward. They've got an opportunity. There is number 27. But he's given it away. Isn't that Alvarez? What they've called offside on them. So Robin Alvarez came back with number 11. But I have a feeling he may be 27 today. I'll try and look it up and not cause chaos on my screen. Okay, so what they're complaining about, there's a bit of complaining on both sides here. Malmö, whether they were truly offside, and also whether Skellefteå were guilty of having too many men on the ice. But let's see. Okay, I'm going to have a look through the Yes, that is what's happened. So Robin Alvarez now is number 27. So that's going to confuse me. No end. Okay, 2 minutes 45 to go in the first period. We're left to out shooting Malmö 13-7, and they've made the power play count on a goal by Oskar Lindberg. But Malmö have been pushing back since then and have held firm. If the first period ends like this, I don't think they'll be too disappointed, although it may not, because Arvid Lundberg, yes, you had the chance there. He's going to have another one. Ooh, hits someone in the leg and it's there, but he's just pumped into Adam Werner's chest. That could have been very dangerous for Malmö. Adam Werner picks it up and skates away. Arvid Lundberg just looks up as if to say, oh, have I missed there? He had an opportunity. Good save by Werner. And then there's another chance, another blast. Hits the player in the leg. And that's an opportunity at the far post. I think it was Zeb Vorschfiel on the right. The young Seattle prospect. Now Skellefteå more than double the shots on target than Malmö. With 2 minutes to go, that's another one from Arvid Lundberg from distance. Werner collects it but drops it, and then there's a bundle in front and Allison pushing and shoving. Rickard Hug getting involved. That's Mattsson getting involved from Malmö's point of view. Lindström now digging in. Of course, the rules on fighting in the SHL and in most leagues outside of the NHL nowadays is a bit different to how it goes in the NHL. So there's not so many dust-ups, really. That was more of a push and a shove and a handbags at dawn kind of thing. There's Arvid Lundberg. He's had 3 or 4 good. It again, and that's another shot by him. That must be his 4th shot in the last 3 minutes. Another good save by Werner with traffic in front. Puck's going to come clear and be settled by Anton Heikkinen behind his own net for Skellefteå. So 1 minute 30 to go in the first period. Skellefteå leading 1-0. Oh, I tell a lie. Linus Lindström has a 2-minute penalty for roughing. As Joachim Ryan as well, so it looks like they're just going to be coincidental penalties, so no advantage for either team. That seems fair enough. As we head into the final minute of the first period, Skellefteå 18 shots on target to Malmö 7. And that has been a fair reflection on Skellefteå's dominance after the first few minutes where Malmö came out aggressive with the home crowd behind them. Skellefteå have really settled in and let their skills show. Good chance there from Jonathan Jonsson, having picked up a pass from his brother Andreas. That one going high and wide. Or in fact, maybe he got a touch on that. Maybe Werner did get a touch. There's an opportunity for Malmö trying to come the other way. Lauri Pahuniemi just got closed down really in his shot. Deflected wide. We're down to the final 10 seconds. Jonathan Pudas has it behind his own net. Just going to play it gently. Is that going to be icing? No, they're going to catch it. One final chance for Skellefteå? No, maybe not. So there we are, end of the first period. Skellefteå lead it 1-0 on the goal from Oskar Lindberg on the power play. The SHL's best power play unit strikes again. partway through the first period. Adam Werner has had a lot of work to do in this one. 18, 19 shots on target, I think, and has done them well, only beaten by that one shot. Malmö need to find a way to get back in it. They've still got 40 minutes to go, though, so definitely plenty of time for them to do that. There we are. Okay, I will take a break for a few minutes. In fact, I will try and sort a timer out if I'm able to do so. Let me bring this up. Here we go. Open. Professional as always. Back we go. Start again. So I'll put it on for 17 minutes. And bring it in somewhere. There we go. Okay, so yes, I'll take a break for a few minutes and then be back to have a look through some of the results from yesterday's SHL action. But for now, into the first period, it is Malmö 0, Skellefteå 1. Hello and welcome back. Let's do that to Hockey with Ice and the intermission between the first and second periods on Sunday's SHL game between Malmö Redhawks and Skellefteå. Skellefteå leading 1-0 on the Oskar Lindberg power play goal. So I'm seeing the scenes at the Malmö Arena. The Not Zamboni is doing the rounds, replenishing the ice and making a nice backdrop for the games ahead and the rest of the next 20 minutes. But we shall have a look at the details from yesterday's games. All the other 12 teams were playing yesterday in the SHL. I've got the details on my phone, so that's why I'm looking down here. And we'll go through them one by one. So we start with Linköping at home to Rögle, and it was an away win for Rögle. Desperately in need of a win were Rögle, and they were able to get it. They took the lead after just 66 seconds through Adam Tambellini. Really careless play by Linköping to give them a chance there, and then Tambellini got his 9th for the season, burying that one. Leon Bixel, the Dallas Stars defensive prospect, then got his second goal in probably about 3 games. I know he got his first one for Rögle just a couple of games ago. He scored midway through the second period to double Rögle's lead. Linköping did finally get one back, but that came in the last 2 minutes of the game. Marcus Lung with the goal, Ty Ratty getting his 21st assist of the season on that one, but it was too little too late for Linköping to get back in it. Good news also for Rögle. Petter Kvatcher made his first start since the 28th of December and did very well between the pipes, saving 23 shots. So Christopher Refolk had a firm grip on the net for Rögle, had been playing very well. But Rögle going through a bit of a tough time of late. Decided to make a change and he came up big for them. So very important win away for Rögle. Next up, Frölunda against Luleå. 2 of the form teams in the league, and it was Frölunda who came out on top 3-2. So Frölunda now have won 5 in a row. That's 7 straight at the Scandinavian Forum. They scored twice in the space of 47 seconds through Tom Nielsen and Linus Nessian. Then Malte Stromvall made it 3-0 on 15:25. So 3-0 up in the first period. David Lilja scored less than a minute later to get them back into the game, Luleå. But Luleå weren't able to get any further except for right at the death, 6 seconds to go. Nicholas Oderson scored his first goal of the season, but the game had gone by lap points. So Frölunda getting a good win, 3-2 over Luleå. The next game, what do you say about this one? Horvier Hetiet, HV71 against Oskarshamn, the bottom 2 teams. There was a gap in terms of points between the 2 teams, and unfortunately for Oskarshamn, that gap really showed up in this one. Horvier Hetiet 10, Oskarshamn 1. You have to say Oskarsshamn's chances of escaping the relegation playoff already looked fairly slim there. Pretty much done now, not mathematically, but looks very unlikely that they're going to get out of that relegation playoff. And Horvier's win against them yesterday means they've won all 4 games during the regular season against Oskarshamn. So currently Horvier are still 13th in the league after this big win. But they're still the 2 teams who, for most of the season, have looked like the 2 teams who will be contesting that SHL relegation playoff. So, yeah, not good for many reasons for Oskarshamn. Horvier scored 3 in the first, 3 in the second, and 4 in the third. Big player on the day was their captain, Andrei Pettersson. Got 4 goals and 2 assists. Horvier were 3-0 up after barely 3 minutes. So a nightmare of a game for Oskarshamn. And then there were 3 a little later on, early evening. We had Mudu against Färjestad. Färjestad coming into the game in second, and it was a comfortable 6-0 victory for them. They scored 4 times in the third period to complete a big win on the road. Joel Nylström scored after just 1 minute for Färjestad. Asklund also scored on 9 minutes. That made it 2-0. And Mudu, to be fair to them, they did recover, and they did kind of, a bit like Malmö have done in this game today. They did at least keep things tight, but They only had 16 shots on net during the whole game. Max Lagazé had been out for a while injured. He's now come back. I think Carl Lindboom may not be too far away too. Max Lagazé saved all 16 shots at him in this game. And then the 4 goals in the third period really took this one away. Mikael Linkvist scored twice in less than a minute, both on a power play in the third period to make it 4-0. And they chucked another couple on later on. So a very comfortable 6-0 win on the road for Färjestad. Next up, Leksand and Örebro. Örebro, another team desperate to fill some points, and they got some here. Leksand 1, Örebro 2 in overtime. So this one, Jonathan Lekkerimäki scored his 11th goal of the season to win the game. 1 minute 23 into overtime. That was on a power play. Samuel Johansson and Marek Hrivik traded goals in the second period and they were the only goals across the 60 minutes of regulation time. But yes, Jonathan Lekkerimäki scoring his 11th of the season, an encouraging win for Örebro, whilst Leksand head into the international break on 3 losses in a row. So I guess from their point of view, they've had a good season so far in the top 6. Not nice to lose 3 in a row, but they at least have a week off now to reset, get their heads together and get back on it for the final push. And then finally, the team at the top of the standings, Växjö Lakers, they got an impressive win against Timrå. Timrå, who came into the game 6 wins in a row, but they were beaten 3-1 at the Vida Arena. Marcus Silvergård with his 21st goal of the season. Joel Persson with his 27th assist of the season on that goal. So that's where we are after the list, and I do have a table somewhere which I may be able to put up. So let me see. We're still 4 minutes or so away from coming back into things here. So let me do a bit of live production in front of your very eyes. I shall have to temporarily remove the intermission. Do that. Counter. There we go. And there we are. So that is where we are so far. Not sure how easy that is to read, in fact, but I'll talk you through it anyway if you can't see it too clearly. So Växjö Lakers, top of the league by 4 points over Färjestad. Frölunda have really been on a good run of late. They are now third, 72 points. Skellefteå, today's team, coming into this game on 69 points from the 39 games. So if they win today, which they're on course to do after the first period, they would go level on points with Frölunda, then Leksand in 5th, then Köping in 6th. Same number of points as Timrå, although Timrå have played the extra game in hand. At the other end, so when we look at that bottom group, Oskarshamn 32 points, so now they are 15 points off Modo in 12th, so very unlikely they're going to claw that back as the lights come up and the bell rings at the Malmö Arena. HV now on 45 points, so they're just 2 points behind Modo. So they definitely are not out of things, HV yet. They do have the opportunity to get out of that relegation playoff. Of course, Malmö, our team today, they're not too much further away. They're only 4 points away from that 13th place in 11th. But they have the game in hand today. If they could make a comeback, then that would put them 7 points away. But currently, it's only 4. And you can see the outsiders in the playoff area, or the, whatever you want to call it, the 16th round. I can't remember what we call it now. Timrå, Luleå, Örebro and Rögle. Örebro, who were in real trouble a few weeks ago, leading to the sacking of their head coach, return to the previous one. They've picked up enough points now to not be completely clear of any relegation worries, but it would be unlikely they would be caught. Same with Rögle, although Rögle do have a game in hand on a few, or have played a game more than a few teams around them. But yes, interesting stuff. The main thing here in today's game, Skellefteå will be looking to go level on points with fair place Frölunda. If they can complete the win today, they're 1-0 up after the first period, whilst Malmö are in 11th. Really could do with some points today. But it's a tough ask, isn't it? Righty, okay then. We will come back to here because the two teams are now back out on the ice, doing the warm-ups, getting the legs going as we get ready for the second period. Let's get your notes out. As we get ready for another period of hockey. Conversation between Jonathan Pudas and one of the referees as they get set for action in the second period. Malmö trailing 1-0 in the home team. Will be looking to start off this first period in the same way, or second period, in the same way they did with the first period. They were impressive coming out. Did put Linus Söderström under some pressure in the Skellefteå net. Skellefteå were able to turn the tide and were much the better team overall as the period went on, as the linesman just does a bit of work on the net, but is happy with that now. And we are ready to go by the looks of it. So, coming up to 10 minutes to 3 in the UK, 10 minutes to 4 out there in Sweden, and we are about to start the second period. Okay, here we go. Top line out there for Malmö. Fredrik Hondermark in the face-off circle, but losing out to Skellefteå in that one. Losing out indeed to Oskar Lindberg. So top lines matching up to start the second period. And we're looking to make something happen early on. Fredrik Hondermark just was able to deflect the puck into his own path, tried to create something, and now there's a battle for it in the Skellefteå zone, but they're able to get away with it. Malmö looking for a call, doesn't come. Max Lindheim coming through, trying to get a shot on net on Adam Werner, but unable to get it past the defender. But Malmö a little disappointed that they didn't get a call. Malmö's power play is 10th in the league, so not one of the better ones, but still an opportunity to have the extra man would certainly be welcome, but didn't go their way that time at least. As Skellefteå look to put the pressure on Malmö in their own zone. Anyway. Hopefully you can hear the crowd singing that rather than just sounding like I'm a bit mad. Skellefteå now trying to get a shot on net. There's a shot from the blue line that took a wicked deflection and just went past the post. Adam Werner was very happy to see that one go wide, because if it had been a little bit closer, I think the deflection would have taken it away from him. He wouldn't have been able to have responded to it. Malmö now giving away icing. But they're doing a replay here on the coverage of Adam Werner. 1 save, 2 save, 3 save, 4 save, 5 save. Made a whole series of good saves there. Unfortunately, that was a problem for Malmö. Skellefteå started pushing, and the team in front of Werner couldn't offer him too much protection, really. And yes, he made a series of great saves. He's up to 18 saves out of 19 so far. Sometimes there's only so much a goaltender can do. And Oskar Lindberg's goal on a power play, there was nothing he could do on that one. So Werner's playing well in net for Malmö, but he needs some help. And now Dylan Sakura's got a really good chance in front of net. Tries to set it up. It's a scramble in front of Lynette, it looks like. Linus Lindström was trying to get on the end of the pass by Dylan Sakura. They've not been able to clear the zone either of Malmö. So Skellefteå still have it in the corner. Rusdal, Iversen battling for it from Malmö. But Skellefteå keep it in. Now it's over to Jonathan Pudus. Puts it back across. Now he gets it back on the blue line. He's going to dump it in. Pressure again for Malmö to try and soak up. And they've been able to do it and they clear the zone. At least one of their players is going to get to change. Skellefteå have it again. And this is what they did in the second half of that first period. Just kept putting good shifts together and Malmö were unable to push back, really. Which is what you would expect given the respective positions of the two teams in the league table. Skellefteå, the better team right now, there's no arguing that. But Malmö have good quality talent, and we're seeing some of it on show right now with the top line being out there on the ice and Fredrik Hundermark almost creating an opportunity for Carl Persson. Malmö will look to try and make something happen. They've got the home crowd behind them. As we head 3.5 minutes or so into the second period now. They're the ones trying to come forward. Joachim Rai and the defenseman making a foray forward. Much in the way of shots on target in this first, well, coming up to 4 minutes for Malmö, and they've just given away an icing call there. As the coverage shows a replay of that lovely move by Dylan Sakura on the right, looking across, lovely little drag move, tried to put it across to number 16, Linus Lindström. It's another great save by Adam Werner, double save in fact. Lodged his right skate right up against the post so that Lindström couldn't guide it past him on the second occasion. Werner needs some more protection from the guys in front. He's not getting it at the moment. Well, that was a good block in front of him. Martin Zirkels, the German. Is he German? In my head he's German. Probably isn't. I think he's Swedish actually. Had an opportunity there, but was able to be pushed aside by Malmö. There's going to be a whistle on the play. Per Lindholm not particularly impressed by it, although with a bit of a rueful smile on his face at the decision. How many shots on goal for Malmö this far? 7 so far. 7 on target. Thank you for joining, by the way. Linus Söderström back in net. Gustav Lindvall had been playing a little bit of recently, but Söderström is back in there now, but he's really not been worked by Malmö. We're coming up to 5 minutes into the second period. Home crowd not happy, wanting a call, not getting one. "39 games into the season for Malmö, so this is the 40th. Uh-oh, a chance for Skellefteå. Adam Werner standing up big again. No question, he's been Malmö's best player so far in this game, which is good for him, but not what you want if you're a Malmö fan. He's being made to work. He has to smother this one again, so that's going to be a face-off for them. But Skellefteå are pushing once again. It's really a continuation of what we saw the second half of the first period, when Skellefteå just started putting shift after shift together, and Malmö were pushed to one side. Ooh, there was a bit of pushing and shoving there between Lindström and Forsberg. No calls coming on the play though. Probably fair, a bit of 6 and half a dozen there. But Skellefteå win the face-off and are going to try and come again, but Malmö are able to bring it clear. Maybe there's a chance here on the break. Bedinka coming through, stepping up nicely. Going to push it back to the blue 9. Opportunity now for Malmö. They're looking like they're trying to make something happen. Skellefteå trying to battle for it, trying to get it out of the zone, and it looks like they're going to... Oh no, good play. And Malmö now have a chance to flex up and wide. So it's whistle on the play, but that's a bit better from Malmö. Berg Paulsen getting involved in things there. He's just coming off the ice and looking up at the video board, trying to work out what happened on the play. But yeah, better from Malmö. They need to do something to get back into this. And there's a thing for them. There's still plenty of time. We're 14:05 on the clock in the second period, so a lot of hockey still to be played here. And for all that they've been under pressure for much of this game, it's still just a 1-0 deficit, and that one goal coming on the power play through Oscar Lindberg. So things can change very quickly in a hockey game, as we all know. Here we are, Carl Persian. Look at it round the side, and now he tried to flick it back from behind the net, but there was no one there. Dangerous opportunity for Malmö, but just couldn't find a teammate there, unfortunately, for Persian. There's another situation where Malmö are wanting a call. I think that's Mattsson looking for a holding call. He doesn't get it, and Skellefteå still have it. Rickard Hugh trying to put it in. Goes wide. Opportunity there. Adam Werner was scrambling across. He's now covering up this one. It's another opportunity for Skellefteå, and now again there's a bit of pushing and shoving. Bit of frustration coming out from Otis Mattsson. Thought he should have had a penalty a little bit earlier. Didn't get one, and now he's just getting into it with another player. Sometimes that's what you need to get yourself going in a game now. This was the opportunity. Rickard Hug. Oh, it's a good poke check by Werner to start. We've got the... Yeah, that's brilliant play by him. Meant the puck came off Rickard Hug's stick. He stuck at it and tried to flick it up above Werner, who was prostrate on the floor. But went wide, and then it was covered up for the face-off. So, timeout for Malmö in this one. Thomas Koller talking to his team. Just giving them a break as much as anything. They've looked a little bit more threatening on the at the Skellefteå end than they had been doing for the rest of the period, but still only 9 shots on target for Malmö so far during this one, 21 for Skellefteå. There's another coming together in the corner. Rickard Hug is going to come out with it. So Skellefteå win it again. Jonathan Pudas flicking it in, but that's able to be taken down by Malmö, and they're going to come clear with it. Petter Gromby showing a nice turn of pace, getting up the ice for Malmö, and now it's going to be a battle on the boards. Puck's still there. Puck's going to be won by Malmö. They want a penalty, and it looks like they're going to get one. Referee, well, we'll see actually. Referee's got his hand in the air. Jonathan Pudas is not happy. His helmet's come off. But it looks like it's Pudas who's going to the box. It is. So here we go. Here's the opportunity Malmö needed. They are heading on the power play. We've just seen a replay. It's a battle on the boards. Pudas tying up. Ooh. Tying up Petter Gromby, I think it was. Not Petter Gromby, wrong team. Tying up Johan Olofsson, who's who he tied up. And Pudas's helmet came flying off, but it was a holding call, I think. We'll see. We'll get official confirmation in a second. But Malmö go on the power play. Fredrik Handemark wins the power play, wins the face-off. And here they come. 12:20 to go in this period. It's a hooking call on Pudus. Can they make something happen here? Skellefteå are able to grab it and flick it down the ice. Ooh, Ferner thought about covering up there, but was able to find a pass and keep the puck moving. But unable to get over the blue line. They're coming forward are Skellefteå now. Martin circles on the ice, but now he's going to come off and look for a change. So, line change for Skellefteå on the penalty kill. Malmö are able to set something up. Trying to break into the Skellefteå zone, which they're able to do. Carl Persson able to keep it in, but then he wasn't. Under pressure from Max Lindholm, and Lindholm's stolen it, and now there's potentially a chance, short-handed. They're trying to work something. Skellefteå, gilt-edged chance there. Big opportunity for Skellefteå. Måns Forsfjäll with the chance. Came across to him. He was unable to make contact. So a big let-off for Malmö. It was a big opportunity for Skellefteå short-handed. That would have been devastating for Malmö. To go on the power play. Malmö really not created anything so far, and they've lost it in the neutral zone. Skellefteå now trying to come forward. Trying to create something if they can. Per Lindholm with the opportunity, but then it gets flicked away, and now it's going to come clear. So, final few seconds of the power play, nothing doing at all for Malmö on that one. Jarsen Pudus is there. Rickard Hug has got it. And flicks it wide, flicks it. Now it's back to Axel Sundin Pellikka with the shot. He gets blocked and goes wide. So Skellefteå really putting Malmö under pressure now. Malmö not being able to take advantage of the power play, and now Skellefteå are all over them. It's a case of Malmö needing to bend, not break right now, because they're under a lot of pressure. And there's another opportunity. Anton Heikkinen trying to get on the end of something, unable to do so. And there it is. It's gone in. The pressure finally told, unfortunately for Malmö. But Max Lindholm has slammed it home. And that is 2-0 to Skellefteå. Travelling fans cheering. Home fans shaking their heads. You could just see it coming, unfortunately for Malmö Redhawks fans. It's the same as what happened in the first period, really. Malmö just put under pressure again and again and again, and finally that pressure told. Max Lindholm put it in. There was an initial chance, and this was a replay of Måns Forsfjäll in the when they were short-handed, but now Rickard Hug had another opportunity that went wide, and we're now going to see the replay of the goal itself. Oscar Lindberg, the goal scorer, the first goal scorer, put it across. It came back to Max Lindholm, who put it home. He was free, unmarked. And now there's 2-0. 9:25 to go in the second period. Skellefteå have doubled their lead. Malmö 2-0 down. Trying to get back in it. Assists for Heikkinen and Lindberg on that one. So a goal assist for Oscar Lindberg so far in this game. 30:24 on the clock. As Max Lindholm's goal goes in. And Malmö now have it all to do. Less than 9 minutes in the second period to go. And they trail 2-0. Joachim Bryan has it now. Can Malmö make something of this? Again, for all they've been second best so far, there's a long way to go. Malmö are trying to claim a goal here. I'm not sure if they're going to get it. They're waving their arms in the air. They're giving it as a goal. Are they giving it as a goal? It looks like they are giving it a goal. There's a lot of confusion. Lari Pahuniemi was put to the ice, and that was where my attention was drawn. But they're giving it as a goal. It's number 63, Fredrik Hundemark. Oh, hang on. Referee is about to speak. So they are going to look at the video. Video bedoming. Okay, we're going to see the replay now. Right. So shot comes to the side. Pahuniemi tries to flick it in. Puck is there to be won. Oh, I don't know. Does the puck go in? I'm not sure. Okay, we're going to see it from overhead. Here we go. So initial shot comes in. It's rebounded. That's potentially a kick. But then there's a chance. And it does go in. I think it does go in. I think it goes in from Frederick Hundermark. I think this is going to count. And Malmö, there's a replay of the Malmö players looking up at the screen and pointing and saying, yes, that's in. It does go in. So, yeah, initial chance. It's the top line for Malmö Redhawks, getting them back into this one. I'd be surprised if this one doesn't count now. I'll try and sort out my screens here. Here we go. Here's the decision coming. It is. So there we go. So Malmö 1, Skellefteå 2. Frederick Hundermark with the goal. It hit, I think it may have hit Pahuniemi's stick as he was trying to flick in. We'll watch it again. So Pahuniemi gets it to the side. He spins a move. Carl Persson comes in, hits it, bounces back. Frederick Hundermark goes for the shot. And then Pahuniemi was flicking away at it and it hits his stick and comes out. Hundermark's such a worry. Yes, he is. Good goal. And it gets you right back in it. And that's exactly what Malmö needed there. They'd really been under a lot of pressure. Persson and Pahuniemi with the assists to the top line. Coming up top for Malmö. And they're now right back in it. And that's just what we were saying. For all that Skellefteå have been a better team, outshooting Malmö 24-10 on target. Just need one goal and suddenly the momentum will change. It's 1-2, I'm afraid. I forgot to update the score, I'm afraid. So Skellefteå were 2-0 up. They scored in the first period on a power play for Oscar Lindberg. Then Max Lindholm scored in the second period to make it 2-0. And then it's just now 1-2. So Malmö half the deficit and now it's Malmö 1, Skellefteå 2. Yeah, sorry, I forgot to update the score when Skellefteå scored the second one. There's a lot going on. I say there's a lot going on, I'm just useless. But there we go, there's a power break, so we get a little time to draw breath. And that's probably good news for Skellefteå, because for all they've been dominant, Malmö now coming back in it and causing them problems. So here we are. As we're seeing some replays of the goals. The first two for Skellefteå. It's a good goal for Max Lindholm there. On the second one, left unmarked. But Len, they're able to... Malmö were able to get back on it. Thanks. Yes. I've been... it's about the fourth or fifth live stream I've tried to do on the Swedish hockey ones. This is a bit of an easier one because there aren't a load of other games going on at the same time. I try and keep on top of all the games as they're going on. So on a Thursday night, yeah, gets a bit chaotic. But I'm enjoying it, enjoying getting into the Swedish hockey. I haven't watched the NHL for years. We now, here in the UK, we can watch it on a thing called homeofhockey.tv. So we get to see, you can subscribe to see all the Swedish games, Hockey Allsvenskan, and also the Finnish Liga games as well. So it's quite nice to be able to watch it. And most of the games, there isn't any commentary, any announcing on the games like this one. So you just get the sound of the arena, which is actually quite nice. I don't miss not having commentary. And it's also quite nice on the live stream because you can then bring the sound through without worrying about the commentary and everything. So, yes. It's going well so far. And this game has really turned. And it's amazing how things like this can happen in hockey, where just one goal can completely change the whole mood of a game. Coming into this final 7 minutes of the second period. And it's going to be offside against Malmö. It's a very arty shot being shown on TV4 now. There we go. Very nice. At the Malmö Arena, where there is a decent crowd on hand. It's always a bit deceptive. I mentioned this earlier in the live stream. One of the bigger arenas in the SHL. So for all there's quite a few empty seats, there's actually a good crowd of people there today, including a good showing from Skellefteå, from the travelling fans. They're looking for their team to push up. Currently in 4th position after the results from yesterday. They're trying to go level with Frölunda in 3rd if they can get a win today. It looks well on course to do so, but Malmö, with that goal there, Handermark, has just changed the mood completely. Let's see if they can equalise before half-time. Skellefteå are going to come clear with it, though. There's a battle on the boards in the Malmö zone. They're able to flick it clear. Axel Sundin Pellica picking it up, now back in the team. Came back on Thursday for Skellefteå. Been out injured since the World Juniors final, and then it's a goal. Never mind, Skellefteå, never mind. Axel Sundin Pellica. Out of nowhere, Malmö have equalised 2 apiece. Home crowd cheering like mad. Puck came clear and it came out of nothing really, and it was slammed home. Let's see who it was. It looks like it's that man again, Fredrik Hondermark. He's the one the camera is on. Skellefteå looking pretty fed up about it. Pahuniemi is also celebrating, so we'll see the replay. It was stolen in the Skellefteå zone. Carl Persson getting the puck. Did a really good job there. A lovely pass. Pahuniemi shot it. The question, Handermark was out in front of the goalie. And, oh, it's a lovely tip. That is an excellent tip. Handermark tips it home. And it's 2-2. Yes, sir. Back in it. 2-2. Great goal. And now, oh, and they're going to get a penalty as well. So, how this game has turned around. From 2-0 down and looking like being completely dominated, Malmö now have made it 2-0. Fredrik Hondermark with both goals, and now there is a penalty against Skellefteå. All the way down in the Malmö zone, so that's not going to please Skellefteå all that much. It's a bad place to be taking a penalty. We're watching it again. It was a flick through. Is it Dylan Sakura? Looks like it is. He had it. He goes down. Oh, yes, it's a high stick. His stick comes up and hits. Who does it hit? It hits Johan Iversen in the face. Accidental, I would say. Nothing malicious about it, but it definitely catches Iversen in the face. So that is not only 2-2, but that is Malmö on the penalty. Yeah, definitely. It's a nice little play from the top line for Malmö on that goal. Pauniemi flicking it through, and Handermark really strong in front of net. He had 2 defenders on him, just got his stick in there and flicked it past Söderström. So it's 2-2, and Malmö on the power play. So far this season, Malmö were 12th in the league on the power play. And they did have one opportunity in the first period, or maybe it was the second period. They've had one power play so far. Didn't really create anything with it. It was in the second period, I'm sure. But maybe they can create something here. No, Skellefteå able to steal it away. They're going to try and come at them. Ooh, Skellefteå trying to work it short-handed. They've been quite good at that of late. Martin Zierkels with an opportunity there, and now it's tied up behind a goal as a wraparound attempt. Great save, Adam Werner. He has been tremendous in this game. And now Malmö are going to take it forward. Shot. Oh, good save. I think it flicked up and over there. Pauniemi working really hard. Decent opportunity for him. Max Lindholm getting back for Skellefteå. Malmö really pushing now. It's a big chance for Skellefteå there. Adam Werner standing up tall. And then it comes clear. Pahuniemi works a move. Well, actually, it flicks up and goes over the net. But good play by Malmö. 4:10 to go in the second period, and there's 50 seconds to go on the power play. Can they take the lead and complete the turnaround? Opportunity here for them. Kim Brusdahl with the puck, working it back to the blue line. It was Adam Olesmatsen with the opportunity. It flicks past Söderström. There's about behind the boards, and Skellefteå are able to clear it. So we are under 20 seconds to go in the power play. And Malmö now just going to regroup. Try to come forward. One last attempt, an attack on the power play. Opportunity here. That's going to be it. And they could get caught because Dylan Sakura comes out of the box, and there was almost trouble for Malmö there. They were coming forward as Dylan Sakura was coming out of the box. He had to wait. Saw a penalty. I think it was in the NHL recently where the person coming out of the box, unfortunately, try and played the puck as they were coming out of the box and got themselves into trouble for it. But there, Dylan Sakura did well to not get involved in the play, and there always was a chance for Skellefteå. Ricard Hoog now has it on the right. Sakura gets smacked by Persson. But there we go. 2:45 to go in the second period. Skellefteå still dominating in the shots department. Twice the number of shots on target, 26-13. But the most important stat is the scoreboard, and that is 2-2. Big turnaround for Malmö. And a lot of credit to them because the game was really going against them. And then at 2-0 down, you thought they could crumble and go backwards, and they've done the exact opposite, and they've really stood up to the test. That top line coming through for them magnificently. And they've got themselves right back in it with 2 minutes to go in the second period. So puck is down at the Malmö end. Blimey, there's two of them on the floor on top of the puck. It finally comes out. There's a lot of pushing and shoving there. And puck is going to come out of the Malmö zone. Good hit on Andreas Jonsson, much to the delight of the crowd, and something's gone on off the puck. I think Jonsson didn't like the hit. Malmö crowd were shouting at him. Fairly enough. Let's see what Malmö can do. We had 1:25 to go in the first period, but now they've lost it in the neutral zone, and Skellefteå are going to come clear. Trying to get a man in front of net, and that's Adam Werner again making an important save. Max Lindholm with a wrist shot. Oscar Lindberg got in front of Werner, trying to create some havoc, but Werner was not put off at all. But just seeing the equalising goal again here. Okay, what they're showing is whether that was actually Hondermark's goal or not. It looks like it might have gone in a Faxel Sundin Pelika's skate. So it may, judging by the way they're now focusing on Pahuniemi, looks like he's going to be credited with the goal. I don't know the official wording on that yet, but looks like he may get it. Looked like a great tip by Hondermark. But actual Axel Sundin Pelika's skate was in the way. So it looks like it probably came off the skate of Axel Sundin Pelika. And therefore is a goal for Pahuniemi. But we will see the official scoreboard on that when it comes through. Either way, it's 2-2. We're into the final 45 seconds of the second period. Malmö looking for another penalty. They're not going to get one, but they are going to get a chance to come at them. Oh no, they're calling it an offside. That's frustrating for Malmö. Just went a bit too early. Olofsson, I think it was, who... Who was that on? That was on Anton Volby. Looked like he might have been tripped there, but he didn't get the call. The referees allowed him to get away with it, so we go into the final 30 seconds of the second period. Puck is deep in the Skellefteå zone. They're going to work it clear here. Or maybe they're not. Jonathan Pudas behind his own net, just settling things down, looking for an opportunity to come clear. Going to flick it out wide, but that's going to be picked up by Malmö in the neutral zone. It dumps back into the Skellefteå zone. Just under 5 seconds to go now. So one final shot, but it gets blocked. Oh, almost it doesn't. Adam Werner having to be alive right at the end of the second period. Grabbing hold of it. I think they're going to still have time to take a face-off too. Yes, 0.2 of a second left, according to the scoreboard. There's another bit of pushing and shoving. So, barely time to do anything other than drop the puck. It's in the Malmö zone. To Werner's left, in the Amazon circle, as I would call it. Going to be Fredrik Hondermark in the face-off circle against Linus Lindström. I think, oh no, Jonathan Pudas is going to take it. Cheers, mate. Thanks for dropping in. There we go. They've just dropped the puck and got on with it. So 2-2 at the end of the second period. All to play for. Huge credit to Malmö for the way they've come back into this one. That 2-0 down. You thought that they might crumble from there, but they've done the exact opposite. Adam Werner still coming up really big for Malmö. 27 shots on target by Skellefteå so far. He saved 25 of them, just 13 shots on target for Malmö. But they've made 2 of them count, thanks to, I think, what will go down as the first goal by Hundermark, and the second one by Pahu Niemi. We'll see. We'll get some clarification on that, but I think it will go down that his pass came off Sandin Pelika's skate rather than Hundermark's stick. But either way, it is 2 goals for Malmö, 2 goals for Skellefteå, and all to play for in what should be a thrilling third period. As the lights come down in, where are we? Where's that not coming up? Oh, there we go. As the lights come down at Malmö Arena, and we head into the intermission, I'll take a break for a few minutes, 5 minutes or so. And we'll be back with about 10 minutes, 9-10 minutes to go before we resume for the third period. If you're watching on a live stream, do get in contact via the chat, as we've had a nice chat to you, Dave, Malmö fan, joining in on the coverage. Always nice to have fans along, joining in. And yes, we will be back in about 5 minutes or so time to get ready for the third period. Hello and welcome back to the Hockey with Ice live stream for Sunday afternoon's game between Skellefteå and the Malmö Redhawks. Well, we are tied to a piece. We will have a quick look on the scoreboard. Just going to see who they did credit that second goal to. Because initially it was Hondermark, but now they are crediting it to Pahuniemi, which makes sense when you see it on the replay. So Pahuniemi, Lassen and Persson with the assists. There we go. So just one goal for Hondermark, but he'll be happy enough with that. Because, Malmö were really under some pressure there after Max Lindholm got his 10th for the season to make it 2-0 to Skellefteå. But they are right back in it, 2 apiece, heading into the third period. Probably not far off now, the bell going, and the teams being ready to come back on the ice. I mentioned earlier that the SHL teams are heading into the international break for next week. So this is the last game until week on Tuesday. But the Hockeyallsvenskan will be still ongoing. There are in fact some games going on right now in the Hockeyallsvenskan. Mora against ICOR. ICOR are up 1-0. Kalmar against Karlskoga. Kalmar are up 3-0 after 2 periods. Östersunds, who got did they beat Djurgården the other day? Did I get that right from memory? But they're trading 1-0 against Almtuna. Then Djurgården 1, Tingsryd 1, just early into the third period in that one. But yes, there's various games going on next week in the Hockeyallsvenskan. So tomorrow, Monday, 7 p.m. local time, 6 p.m. here in the UK, Björklöven against Brynäs. Brynäs looking to push on, currently top of the league in Hockeyallsvenskan. And also at the same time, it is Västerviks against Nybro Vikings. So that is on Monday night. And there's a whole bunch of games on the Wednesday, followed by a whole bunch of games on the Friday. But as you can hear, the bell has gone, or you may be able to hear, I could hear through my headphones. The bell has gone at Malmö Arena, telling the players to come back onto the ice. So the lights are all up, and it's an expectant crowd at Malmö Arena, where the home fans have seen their team come back from what looks like an ominous 2-0 deficit against the Skellefteå team, looking to go up into third in the SHL and really playing much better of the two teams. But 2 goals from Fredrik Handermark and Lauri Pahuniemi. We've got Malmö right back in it. 2-2 as the linesmen come in and just check the net is secure, and the goalposts are all in. And now out come the Skellefteå players. And the home team won't be far behind them, I'm sure. Yes, here they all come. We'll see what the third period brings. Malmö looking to get 3 more points on the board. Currently on 49 points and in 11th position in the game today. So can they climb up to 52? Seeing the table again. Wouldn't actually push them up in terms of moving out of 11th. But they'd then just be 1 behind both Rögle and Örebro. So there we are. Let's take the intermission box away. Or in fact, let's go to here. In game, getting ready to go. 13 shots on target for Malmö, 28 for Skellefteå. Malmö are 0 for 2 on a power play, 1 for 1 for Skellefteå. But it's all level, 2-2 on the shots, on the goal, sorry. And that's the only part of the stats that really matter in this situation. Here in England, there is, of course, Premier League football going on today. There's a big game coming up at 4:30. Is it Arsenal, Liverpool? If I'm remembering correctly, let me have a quick look. Yes, it is Arsenal, Liverpool at the Emirates Stadium. So that is to come, but never mind that. We've got an exciting third period of hockey underway at the Malmö Arena. Malmö 2, Skellefteå 2. Which way is this one going to go? Place your bets, or let your supporting interests decide for you. But can Malmö build on the encouraging end to that second period? Or will Skellefteå get back to it from where they were, which looked like quite a comfortable position? A position that you expected them to go on and win from. But Malmö have done a good job of putting the team under pressure. Champions Hockey League finalist, of course. They will be playing Genève Servette on, when is it? February 20th. Tuesday, February 20th. So only a couple of weeks away now. That's creeping up on us quite quickly. As we're a minute or so into the second period, and Malmö are the team who are creating some early pressure in the Skellefteå zone. Anton Fullby gets knocked off the puck there, so Skellefteå are able to come forward. Arvid Lundberg comes in, and actually it's Oscar Nilsson who takes a shot, and it flicks in. Looks like it goes off Linus Lindström, and Skellefteå early on in the third period have taken a 3-2 lead. Came out of nothing. I thought it was Arvid Lundberg, but it's actually Oscar Nilsson who had the initial shot from the blue line. And it took a flick of Linus Lindström. And he is the one celebrating with the bench. We'll wait and see the replay here. Frans Hara was the defenseman who brought it in. Over to Andreas Jonsson. It came across to the left to Oscar Nilsson. He flicked it in, and that is a beautiful little tip. Linus Lindström just floating into the centre of the ice with his stick on the floor. And he flips it, tips it past Adam Werner, sorry. And that makes it 3-2 to Skellefteå. So an early goal in the third period, exactly what Malmö didn't need. They wanted to build on what they'd done so far, but Skellefteå have got right back to it. Assist from Nilsson and Andreas Jonsson. And that is a 3-2 lead for Skellefteå. So Malmö have come back before in this one. I don't know why it's not updated on the score. There we go. Hopefully it'll update now. So there's a bit of pushing or shoving near the Skellefteå bench. There we go. It's updated now. So Malmö 2, Skellefteå 3. Oscar Nilsson got it on the left. Looked up, and that is really good play by Linus Lindström. Just held back, timed his run into the near post. Bit of football terminology there, but he just times it well. And Nilsson did a really good job. It was a firm pass, but not too hard. Just allowed Lindström to get his stick on it and guide it past Adam Werner in the Malmö net. You know, Malmö Redhawks have it all to do once again. Jonathan Budus has it. And the ball's in a corner. There's a good scrap for it in a corner. As my stream stops working, which isn't helpful. But there we go. It started up again. Good, good. 3 minutes into the third period. And Skellefteå have made the early blow by regaining the lead. The goal from Linus Lindström. But what can Malmö do here? They had an opportunity, but an errant pass went out of the zone, so they have to come back and regroup. Cross comes shot by Forsberg. And that's another shot on target. Linus Söderström having to make a save, and they Skellefteå did well to clear that away because there was danger there. Joachim Ryan, shot on net from the blue line, goes past the post. But Malmö doing a good job of getting some pressure on, and there's a big chance. Unable to make contact, didn't quite see who it was. Malmö putting some pressure on. Here it comes back to Joachim Ryan. Pushes it round the corner, but that's going to be mopped up by Skellefteå. Frans Hara in the corner for Skellefteå. And now it's going to be brought away. So a good period of pressure from Malmö. And at least one good shot on net there for them. But unable to get past Linus Söderström. And Skellefteå are able to ride out that storm. That's going to be icing against Malmö, so the puck will go down the other end of the ice. Looking around the NHL details, I'll be honest, I didn't bother watching the All-Star game yesterday. Seems like it went down well with the Toronto fans. Justin Bieber apparently getting involved. I don't know what was going on there. The main news over the All-Star break has to be the announcement that thankfully NHL players will participate in the Olympics in the 2026-2030 editions. First time since 2014 in Sochi. So, yes, that should be good. The league will hold a 2025 NHL Four Nations face-off instead of the All-Star game next season. Canada, Finland, Sweden and the United States competing. There will be an All-Star game in 2026. And then NHL players will go to Milan for the Olympics in the next season. So, good news there. Glad to see they've been able to come to a solution that meets all parties' concerns. So NHL ice hockey back in the Olympics for Milan. But before then, we have Swedish hockey to worry about. And the Swedish hockey here is that we're 5.5 minutes into the third period. And so far it is Skellefteå who've had the best of it, scoring the goal and taking a 3-2 lead. But still time. Bedinka coming through for Malmö. Shot got deflected up and over. Circle to the left of Linus Söderström down the Skellefteå end. Skellefteå were able to win it, and it looked like they were about to clear it, but Malmö have been able to hold it in the zone, and maybe they can create something from this. No, it goes back over the blue line, unfortunately for them. So Dominic Bedinka will come back into his own zone with it, and now Malmö will try to reload. Tommy Salonen, not seen a lot of him so far in this game, I don't feel. He's out on the ice on that fourth line with Freddie Larsson and Thomas Berg Poulsen. Lull in proceedings here is just a bit of back and forwards, but now Malmö maybe have an opportunity. Is going to come across, shot on net, may have been tipped away by Söderström. That one, that was a shot by Kim Rusdal coming in from the right. We'll have to wait and see the replay if that did go on target. I think it did. Decent opportunity though, but that's a giveaway in the neutral zone, although Skellefteå have been able to pick it up and they're able to come clear out of their own zone. And with Anton Heikkinen coming down to the left, maybe trying to set up a chance back to Lindheim. There's a goal in this game again. He's circled round, put a wrist shot on target. It looks like it was deflected wide rather than saved. There's another one that goes wide. Skellefteå now trying to push, trying to open up a cushion. Just one goal ahead, 3-2 they lead. Anton Heikkinen with another shot, goes past the post. Left just top line, causing some problems for Malmö. And that last shot by Max Lindholm deflects it up and over the glass. And that's going to cause a break in proceedings. They're showing Andreas Falk, the assistant for Skellefteå, and Thomas Koller, the head coach of Malmö, who have ties from the past. Coming up to 12 minutes to go in the third period. Skellefteå leading at 3-2. Malmö in their own zone. Dominic Badinka a bit tied up and they're not able to clear it, so Skellefteå now on a second attempt are going to have a go here. Philip Sonby with it, puts it to Andreas Jonsson. He tries to skate in front, gets closed down well. The puck rolled off his stick, but he's there in front and almost fouled by his brother Jonathan Jonsson, sorry. But Malmö were able to snuff that danger out. Albeit that's really not where they want to be, trailing by one goal. But maybe there's a chance here. They're coming forward. Tidied up nicely by Skellefteå, although there's some good forechecking by Malmö to cause a bit of problems. But now Skellefteå will skate it clear through Linus Lindström. He gets dumped in behind the net. Then Sakura on the left, trying to work hard to pick it up for Skellefteå, and he does. He secures it. He's going to take a shot. Slap shot which hit a Malmö player who's still down on the ice. That hurt him. Adam Werner unable to cover up there. Just trying to see who it is who's limping. I think it may have been Thomas Berg Poulsen, but couldn't quite see the number for Malmö, but collected the shot and stung him a bit. But hopefully something he can just skate off. As we come to the 10-minute mark in the third period. So, 10 minutes to go. Skellefteå 33 shots on target, Malmö 14. But here come Malmö, the top line working again. Lauri Pahuniemi trying to create an opening. Gets snuffed out that time and Skellefteå were able to clear it. That's good play by them. He just closed in on him, used their numbers to sort of a pincer movement there, just to shut down any opportunities that Pahuniemi had to try and find a pass. Such an important player for Malmö, and they'll miss him if reports are true that both him and Jani Kukkonen are off to Switzerland next season. Lausanne is the team that apparently is said to have signed him up for next season. Yet to be officially confirmed by all accounts, but seems to be a done deal. As we hit the 9-minute mark. And it's Skellefteå who are in control of the puck, albeit not going anywhere. Anton Heikkinen just turning it round so that he can palm it off onto the defence, and they've given it away, and that sloppy play by Skellefteå. Malmö now have an opportunity, a little wraparound chance, and it's gone in out of nothing. It was really sloppy play by Skellefteå. They gave up the puck. Anton Fullby has put it in and equalised for Malmö. Wow, the exact thing Skellefteå didn't need to do. And Robert Olsen will not be impressed with his team there. Anton Heikkinen had it, he palmed it off to the defenders so he could make a line change. And they just made a mess of it. They turned it over. Good play by Forsby to win it. Came out to Anton Fullby. He went round behind the net, flicked it. It flicked up off the defender's stick there, I think it was. You see the replay where it actually comes off the skate. That's what does it. It comes off the skate of Måns Forsby and flicks in. It doesn't matter how it goes in. It's going to be credited to Anton Fullby. And Malmö do it again. They were 2-0 down, made it 2-2. Skellefteå went ahead 3-2, but now Malmö have drawn level again. Home crowd loving it. Their team showing plenty of fight in this one. Anton Fullby with his 5th goal of the season. It's Malmö trying to come through with another chance there. Johan Olofsson trying to get on the end of a cross-ice pass. Puck got away from him. And now here come Malmö. Top line out there. Handemark just puts it wide. Opportunity for the 30-year-old. Haven't shown the assists on that one. But what matters is there's 7:45 to go in the 3rd period. Malmö 3, Skellefteå 3. Will we have overtime? Will we have a shootout? We've had a few of those recently in the past week. But 7.5 minutes is a lot of time in hockey. Skellefteå trying to get their lead back. Unable to do so. This may go for icing. No, they're going to let Axel Sundin-Pekka play it. And here comes Anton Heikkinen down the right. He spins round and actually loses his footing. So, oh, but that's poor. Jonathan Pudas is able to pick it up. It's a shot from deep. Oscar Lindberg with a shot. It was a turnover in the Malmö zone. And they'll be glad that that didn't cost them. Oh, chance! Malmö coming through. Shot! Great save. Linus Söderström with the glove. That's going to be a power break. Boy, was that an opportunity. Didn't quite get the number of the Malmö player who shot through there. Lovely grab by Söderström in the Skellefteå net. And it shows the danger. Malmö are right in this now. 3-3. Home crowd behind them at the Malmö Arena. We're seeing some replays now. Skellefteå with the goal to go up 3-2. But then, in fact, these are all of the goals. That's Lindholm. And it's the equaliser, or the first goal for Malmö. Confirmed on the replay. Skellefteå going up 3-2 early in the 3rd period. Lovely little tip there. But turnover in the Skellefteå zone. Anton Fullby with the wraparound. It flicks up off the skate of Måns Forsby. And it is 3-3. Country roads take me home. Who's going home with a victory. 6.5 minutes to go in the third period in our Sunday SHL action. Bonus Sunday SHL action. Skellefteå in 4th place coming into this game. Malmö in 11th. Both needing the points for different reasons. Five and a half minutes to go. Is there going to be a winner in regulation time? Well, they're looking to be aggressive, but they know they're up against the league's best power play, so the last thing they want to do is give Skellefteå an opportunity to get on them with the extra man. Already scored on a power play so far today. But Malmö have stolen it. Is there an opportunity here? They're doing well. It was Kim Brusdahl with a good bit of play. That line has come into its own in the third period. William von Barnaco and Robin Alvarez. Recently come back from Ilves. Oh, he's just been cleared to the floor there, Alvarez. But he's got straight back up, so no ill effects on it, and he's on the puck here. Kim Brusdahl trying to make something happen, gets flipped over, but not a penalty. And now there's a bit of pushing and shoving in the corner. Tommy Salonen now has it. He's going to find out wide. It's a shot on net. That was by Jakob Galvez, stepping up. That's going to be icing against Skellefteå. So 4 minutes 16 to go. Malmö 3, Skellefteå 3. Showing a replay of the hit on Alvarez. That was by Oscar Lindberg. Dumped Robin Alvarez on his ass. Robin Alvarez, who has changed his number. He did come in with the number 11. But has started today with the number 27, which confused me earlier on. If you didn't see that in the live stream, I was looking down at my notes thinking, well, there isn't a 27. I worked it out in the end. That's a shot on net by Malmö. Frederick Hondermark trying to get on the rebound. It didn't come to him, but they've held the zone, Malmö. And now with 4 minutes to go, goal now for either team could be the decider. It's Skellefteå who are going to come forward. Max Lindholm did well to get on the puck, but he's been closed down. And now Malmö are able to get in out of the zone. Which way will it go? Jonathan Jonsson dumps it in. His brother Andreas trying to chase it down. And they're going to try and keep it in the zone. And they do well there, actually, Skellefteå. Malmö under some pressure, but they've been able to get it out of the zone. Now they're going to have a line change. Someone's stick, I think it's Jonathan Jonsson. His stick goes flying and he's sat there on the ice, so that could be a hazard in the Skellefteå end as both teams change up. 3 minutes to go. 3-minute warning. Malmö 3, Skellefteå 3. And now it's a big chance for Skellefteå. Ooh, out of nothing. Dylan Sakura, smile on his face, a rueful smile on his face. Just puck fell to him and he took a quick shot. We'll wait and see if we get a replay of that. The zone is won by Malmö and they're able to clear it. Ricard Hoog now has it in the Malmö zone. He's trying to create something for Skellefteå. Linus Lindström, Dylan Sakura out on that third line with him. And they've been able to keep hold of it, so now maybe they can set something up at the blue line. There was a chance there. Oscar Nielsen, who put in such a lovely assist for Skellefteå's third goal. Looking dangerous on the blue line. Ricard Hoog has kept it, and he's tried to find Oscar Nielsen. And there's a scramble in front, and it goes wide. Not sure if Adam Werner got a touch on that in the Malmö net. As we hit 2 minutes to go, there's a shot and it goes in. It evades Adam Werner. He immediately turns around to the referee, asks for interference. And the Malmö coach is also saying the same thing. But at the moment, this goal is going to stand with 2 minutes to go. Looks like it's Ricard Hoog who is celebrating with a tip in front. Yes, he is. So, Skellefteå 4, Malmö 3. Adam Werner in the Malmö net immediately got up looking for interference call. So it comes out to Oscar Nielsen. Again, he's been really dangerous for them. There's shot. It's actually the shot from Ricard Hoog on the blue line. And it goes all the way in. We'll see again. This is another angle. Yeah, it goes all the way in. Dylan Sakura is out in front of Werner in a battle with Lassen, but I don't think there's any interference here. Maybe. I don't know. I think we're probably clutching at straws from Malmö if you call that interference on Werner. There is maybe a slight bit of contact from Dylan Sakura out in front. But I think this goal is going to stand. They may check it. They are going to check it, so not necessarily going to hold. Ricard Hoog with a shot from the blue line. 2 minutes on the clock left. And there is a video review of this. It was Dylan Sakura and I think Adam Oddus Mattsson who were battling in front. There was potentially some contact between Dylan Sakura and Adam Werner in the Malmö net, but I'm not sure if it's enough to call it goalie interference. We will see. Here they come. Ooh! Wow! That is a break for Malmö. They have called it interference. So that goal gets chalked off. Malmö have a lifeline. They thought they'd conceded. Ricard Hoog with a shot from the blue line. Comes through a number of players. I'll be honest, there's not a lot in it. But Malmö will not worry one bit. Dylan Sakura has a big smile on his face. He's shaking his head. He has no idea how that call's been given against him. I do think it's a little bit harsh on Skellefteå there, I have to say. There's a slightest bit of contact between Sakura and Adam Werner. You're very happy. You have every reason to be. You'll take it any which way. But there we go. So it looked like Skellefteå had made a fatal, a really incisive blow with 2 minutes to go, but it's been chalked off. So 3-3, 2 minutes to go. Malmö now with the opportunity at the very least to get a point. Skellefteå will be ruining that decision. As I say, I do think it was... If you're Malmö, you want it. If you're Skellefteå, you're not very happy. One of those, basically. Depends on which colour shirt you're in, or which colour jersey you're in, as to whether you think that's a soft call or a right call. But the call has gone the way of Malmö and Adam Werner. He was, I will say, the one thing I will say is that he immediately looked across to the referee. So he clearly felt the contact and thought they had a case, and the referees have agreed. So there we are. A lifeline for Malmö. We come into the final minute. Skellefteå have the puck. They're out shooting Malmö 34-18 with shots on target. But with 50 seconds to go now, Skellefteå have it behind their own net. It looks like we're going to be going to overtime. But is there one more chance for Skellefteå? Andreas Jonsson is on the puck. slips to the ice, and Malmö are able to get control of it and get it clear out of the zone. 30 seconds to go. It's a battle on the Skellefteå boards. It's good play by them to get it clear. 20 seconds to go now. Is there one more chance for Skellefteå? Philip Sundberg has got it. Jonathan Jonsson there battling in the corner, but Malmö are able to get it clearer into the final 10 seconds. Is there another chance? No, there isn't. 3, 2, 1. And that is going to be it for regulation time. It's going to end 3-3 at the end of 60 minutes. Malmö coming from 2-0 down and then 3-2 down to take it to overtime and overcoming what was initially called a goal for Rickard Hug with 2 minutes left on the clock. But after a video review, that has been overturned for interference. So 3-3 it is at the end of 3 periods. And we now head into overtime. They're showing a replay of what might have been the 4th goal for Skellefteå. I don't know. Obviously, I can't hear any of the commentary. Not that I could understand it if it was in Swedish. Anyway, maybe... I mean, the stick is there. There's a battle. I can understand it. I can understand it. I can understand Skellefteå not being happy. But I can understand why it's been given. If you're in and around it there as the forward player, you are trying to get an advantage. You're trying to block the shot, block the goalie's vision of the shot. And sometimes if you make any sort of contact, it's going to go against you. And the puck certainly came his way, his side of the net too. So, yeah, tough on Skellefteå, but Malmö will take it. I think it was just about the right call. And now it's overtime. 3-on-3. Is there going to be a winner in overtime? A golden goal? Let's see. Malmö starting out with Carl Persson on the puck. Here we go. Hondermark is out there too. Plus Mattsson. And it's Mattsson who comes forward, tries the shot. Gets deflected wide by Jonathan Pudus. And it's going to be a chance. Carl Persson. Oh, good save. Linus Söderström, and he has to flick it away because the puck dropped out of his glove. So the first chance of overtime, and a good chance it was too. Went to Malmö. There is a stick just in front of Söderström's goal, which could cause some problems. And now, oh, what are they giving here? Larry Pahuniemi has been spoken to by the linesman. Are they giving a penalty against him? Ooh. Well. Thomas Koller is not very happy on the Malmö bench. They're showing a replay of the Malmö chance. It's a really good save by Linus Söderström. I think it was Carl Persson who had the effort. And Linus Söderström pushed it away. We're going to see a replay here. So Söderström had it in his own, had the puck on his stick. He was looking for something. Pahuniemi hits him. And then maybe that's a hooking call against Pahuniemi on Jonathan Pudus. I think it probably is. He's not happy about it. Let's see, they've not put the details up on the screen yet. .406 on the clock. And let's see where we are. They're focusing in on Rickard Hug, who thought he'd won it for Skellefteå with 2 minutes to go before that goal was chalked off. But it is going to be 4-on-3. Oh, blimey, it's Malmö have been done for too many players on the ice. How do you do that in overtime? That is a shocker for them. I did think the call on Pahuniemi was a bit harsh. So it's too many men on the ice for Malmö, and now Skellefteå, the best power play in the league. Ooh, not there. Oh, and there's a chance. Here we go. Hunderbach bringing it forward. It was a complete fluff on the blue line by Oscar Lindberg for Skellefteå. Hunderbach was able to grab it, but he was shut down well. I was just saying, Skellefteå best power play in the SHL, albeit 4-on-3 is a bit different to the usual power play situation. But what can they do? Here's a chance. What a save! Incredible save by Adam Werner. That was Jonathan Jonsson with a big chance. So Werner's left and he makes a really good save. That's another one that flicks wide. Ricard Hoek tries to get on the end of it, isn't able to. Jonathan Jonsson flicks it back. Jonathan Pudas weaving forward, looking for a pass. Is it going to be another chance? They try and find Jonsson again on the what is Skellefteå's right, the left of Werner. He's picked it up again now. Malmö desperate to try and keep it out. It comes back to Jonsson. He's going to shoot. Good block. Good block. I think that was Freddie Larsson with a block. Oh, that one goes wide. In fact, it was Joachim Ryan who blocked it. 20 seconds to go on a 4-on-3 power play. Shot, and it goes in. Heartbreak for Malmö. It is Jonathan Jonsson who fires it home. Malmö fought so hard and certainly deserved their losing overtime point. But it is Jonathan Jonsson who fires it home in overtime to win it 4-3 for Skellefteå. Adam Werner goes off the ice, shaking his head. He had a tremendous game. Jonathan Jonsson put it across, got it back. First time shot. Oh, that was the replay of his incredible save, actually. An incredible save by Adam Werner from Jonathan Jonsson just about 30 seconds before it. But we'll see the winning goal. It comes across. In fact, they're showing the replay again of that save by Werner. That really was incredible. Game over, unfortunately. Yes, it is. But we're seeing the replay. Finally, the one that goes in. They were working it. Jonathan Pudas on the left. Flicks it across. Jonathan Jonsson with no hesitation whatsoever. Fires it past Werner to win it 4-3. And that's going to be it. A really competitive game, really enjoyable game, that one. Malmö did so well to come back twice in this. Potentially a little lucky to not concede the 4-3 at the end of the third period on the Ricard Hoek shot. But they deserved their point, I would say. But Skellefteå, you have to say, they're cheering in front of their travelling fans. They go home with the extra point. It's a good win on the road for Skellefteå in overtime. Malmö at least got a point in front of a home crowd. That's decent for them against a very good Skellefteå team. But that is how it ends. Looking forward to the highlights soon. Still a great job by Malmö. Yeah, absolutely. They did well. It's certainly a game that on another day you would have expected Malmö to lose because of how well Skellefteå played. They were very much on top for quite a bit of the game. Adam Werner, the save he made from Jonathan Jonsson early in that overtime was absolutely outstanding. It's just a shame for him. Have a great evening. Yes, have a great evening too. Thanks very much for joining in from Malmö. Sorry we couldn't get the win for you in this live stream, but a good point for them, a very creditable point for Malmö Redhawks, and a good win for Skellefteå. Well, there we go. It is, what is it now? 4:20 here in the UK. A really exciting Sunday afternoon of SHL action. Really good game between Malmö and Skellefteå. And that's going to be the last game from the SHL for a week or so. When is the next one? It's Tuesday. I forget the date now. Tuesday 13th, is it? It's a little while ahead. Let's see. Yes, Tuesday 13th of February. Luleå and Malmö. So Malmö will be away to Luleå. Skellefteå will be home against Leksand. Färjestad home to HV71. Örebro home to Modo. Frölunda in great form, playing Timrå again. And then Oskarshamn, who look pretty much a certainty to be in that relegation playoff now after the absolute shellacking by HV71 yesterday. They are at home on the 13th against Linköping. But that is a week or so to come. As I mentioned earlier, we do have some Hockey Allsvenskan coming up over the week ahead. So I'll probably do a live stream or two during one of those games. But until then, we shall call it a day. Thank you for joining me on a Sunday. Do subscribe and hit the notification bell on the YouTube channel so you're notified when we go live. And also follow along at Hockey with Ice on Twitter or X, where we will be talking about the news generally, particularly with the NHL coming back after the All-Star break, and lots of other interesting things to talk about aside in the world of hockey. Until then, I'm Matt Smith. Thank you again for watching today. We'll be back next week, or the week coming up, with some Hockey Allsvenskan action, and also then back with the SHL on the 13th. Until then, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.